to share a little tip that you may or may not already know, but I found it pretty useful. There are sometimes when you're making journals or other things that you make, and you may need these reinforcement labels if you're putting it on some kind of a ring. Now, your style may not look really good when you put these white reinforcement labels, on your page. So it used to, I'm old school, these were made out of paper. The little ring was made out of paper, the label I should say, was made out of paper, and you could come in with your distress, inks and different things, and you could paint them basically with your distress inks, and then you could make them look aged, and they would fit with whatever look that you were trying to achieve in your journal. Well, I can't even find the paper ones anymore. All I can find are the really shiny, waxy ones. And when you try to put those distress inks on there, they just come right off. They don't adhere to it because it's glossy. So I was playing around with them because I needed to use some, but I did not want to use white at all. So what I ended up doing was coming up with some what I think is pretty cool colors that are pretty neutral that will go in the types of journals that, I like to make. Me with my different types of earthy looking things. I'm working right now on this one, and thinking of these white things on that yucco. Okay, so what I did, it's very simple. Like I say, you may have already been doing this, but for those of you like me that was slow to get into this idea, I'll share it with you really quick. It's super easy. You just get the colors that you want. What I did with these, I got, what is this? Can't even see the name anymore. Oh, brown sugar from Americana. I just put a little bit on there. If you have a jelly plate, I think some of these I actually did on, rolled it out in the jelly plate. It was just easier. And then I could just print off a bit, but it's no big deal. You can use whatever you have. And then, if I can get it open, oh dear, it's kind of stuck. Hold on. Maybe. And it's just a little bit of black, just to give it a little variation. Okay. And then I just get my brayer and kind of mix it up. And you don't want it real full, because you just want to get the top of these, because you don't want to get, you don't want to raise them up from the paper and cause any problem with the glue. And that's all I did. And you let it dry, and it's permanent because it's acrylic paint. So you might say, well, I don't have a brayer, yada yada. Okay, hold on. Here you go. Here's just a card. Again, don't put a lot because you don't want to lift it. And you can achieve covering those up just fine. I don't have enough paint there, but you get the idea. Now, what I tried to do, which did not work for me, it may work for you, I put a really thin coat of paint on my jelly plate and then laid it on there, but most of these little rings stuck to the jelly plate. So it was kind of, let me put this like this so I can give it a little texture. It was sort of a waste of time. So see, you can do it even if you don't have a brayer. You can just go ahead and use your card. I think the key thing is, less is better. Don't put a lot of paint. You can always add some more if you've missed anything. And if you want to put a little texture on there, you can always do something like that. So I hope this little tidbit is helpful to you, so that if you're so inclined to use those enforcers and, you just don't want white, well, you can pretty much turn them into any color you want. I had a few that weren't white. They were purple and yellow and all kinds of colors, and I just put the straight black over that, and that has kind of a cool look too. And this is just straight black but on the white ones, and I like that too. I just kind of like them all. I wasn't really disappointed in any of them that I did, but again, I was trying to make them neutral. But if you want to put color for a specific project that you have, that would be great too. Okay, I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope I've inspired you to try something new maybe.